Hi, I'm Dina Dubois for CATV. What's up at the Tip Top? Revolution Spring Runway Show, the Couture Show. And we're going to go see the models getting ready for the show. Kim Souza at Revolution arranged with Michelle Hawthorne of the Christian Roy Salon to have her hairstylist do hairstyles for the runway show. Now, Michelle, why do you think your stylists come in on Sunday, their day off, to do this?
Well, always for a good cause, but also because it gives the girls an opportunity to do exactly what they want to do. Granted, it's only 15 minutes, and for some hair that's very long, that can be a challenge, but they get carte blanche to do what they want to do based on what the models are actually wearing. So it's a lot of fun. Yeah, they love it.
Kim, this is the 18th Revolution Runway Couture Show that you've had at the Tip Top Cafe. It's amazing how they transform the restaurant into a place for you to do this runway show. But I'm so curious, what is the philosophy? I know you have kind of a manifesto of what Revolution stands for, and I would like you to tell us about that as we watch these models transform themselves.
Well, we do have a manifesto, and I'd say the center of it revolves around the fact that we think of fashion as a means to enhance our inner beauty and not to define it. And that is in the context of the fashion industry in general and the couture culture, which can sometimes be a little excessive, and we like to look at the other side of that. And part of the manifesto says that humanity requires no airbrush. So we like to just highlight the fact that the models in our show and all the people that work on their show, the only requirement they have is that they need to be a little brave and pretty on the inside, which is also part of the manifesto. I mean, the manifesto comes out all throughout the fashion show. Like, part is that we're divas, or we're whoever we want to be today. And the models really do have so much fun with just creating this, whatever personality they want to be for this event. They can kind of bring on a whole new persona. Some of them are really sassy, and some are very gentle and sensitive.
And another kind of transformation is taking place. The Tip Top Cafe is being changed into an exciting venue for this fashion runway show with the help of a lot of volunteers who come and set things up, get the chairs in place so everyone's got a good view of the show, and lighting designer Tim Duggan, a video artist as well, with equipment for Brian Chena, the DJ, will make this a very exciting show. Every amateur fashion production that Revolution does is a modest benefit for a local nonprofit organization, and this show is in support of the Main Street Museum. And there is something magical about this museum, which is only in part due to the eclectic collections and the unusual performances. It has to do with the curator, David Fairbanks Ford, who has an imagination that is outstanding. And the museum has become a critical piece of the White River Junction arts community and represents the genuine culture of White River Junction.
David Fairbanks Ford, where are you, David?
Coming in the back.
He came, right?
There he is.
Ford and his crew of volunteers and interns and helpers and exhibition pieces open their doors and open our minds to some of the most remarkable and meaningful exhibitions and intimate performances that you can find anywhere in the world, but particularly here in the Upper Valley. And he's a pioneer, and he takes the kind of risks that it takes to make us remind us to look outside of our little tiny boxes and think about what's going on in the world. And
pro-people.
He's pro-people. He's very pro-people. Yes. Anyway, we're really, really fortunate to have this gem in White River Junction, and I thank you all for coming out in support of that. And now we're going to have a fancy little runway show.
Oh,
and
yeah! Oh, yeah!
And here we go. take some of your time thanking a lot of people, and then we're going to rip up the runway and dance a load. First and foremost, look at these beautiful, brave, they put up with a lot of diva to play runway tonight. And also, huge thanks, Eric Hartling, Eileen McGuckin, and the whole Tip Top Cafe staff. Give us their space, work on their day off. I think we're very fortunate for that. And all the stuff they do in between. Christian Roy Salon, Michelle Hathorn, and her staff. Before, but for any of you who have not, there are a lot of people who spend their entire Sundays making a little fashion show party happen, and these guys, their whole staff comes in on a Sunday when they're closed, and they do updos for 6 hours or something for nothing. So I just love them, and they but that makes it even better.
Oh, see, look, I'm working.
Woo! Yes, that helps you. Yes. God bless Brian Chena from Burlington, Vermont. I love Brian Chena, and we're gonna dance in a little while. Stick around. Tim Duggan.
Oh, yeah.
He's back there. And Tim's been around since day one, and Tim fixes things that don't work. Because you know what? The video didn't work. It doesn't work. That does not work. Look, weird, it's working. And thank you, Tim. I love you. Nate Bagley, Hanover Strings. We don't even ever know if anything doesn't work because Nate just makes it work anyway. These guys work magic. God bless.